A YouTuber assassinated by her own biggest fan.
On the 10th of June 2016, Christina Grimmie offered a hug to her most obsessed fan. She was pronounced less than an hour later. She'd begun on YouTube roughly 7 years
Yeah,
before.
I think I remember this one.
Initially uploading covers of popular songs.
Hi, I'm gonna sing Party in the USA.
And after only 3
famous song.
videos, Christina went viral. She'd gained 892,000 views by covering Miley Cyrus alongside her brother Marcus, who'd become a key figure. In Get to Know Christina Grimmie Part 2, she'd state, "My brother honestly is a really big influence on me. He's a year older than me and we're like best friends."
Isn't she in Boys or something?
We always got along. There's never been really a time when
Yeah,
we
yeah,
were like
confusing.
sibling rivalries ever.
They'd therefore begin making videos together,
I love my brother, who's also filming.
and after only a year of uploads, Christina was one of the top 50 most subscribed channels.
Hey guys, I recently reached a whopping 500,000 subscribers.
With her newly found fame, Christina made
Yeah,
a huge
good.
announcement.
Don't forget to tune into the Ellen Show today. I'm gonna be singing me and Tyler Ward's rendition of How to Love.
Which made her even more popular.
Our next guest has been hailed as the queen of YouTube. With over 200 million views, she is the most popular unsigned artist on YouTube.
But despite also releasing her very first album, Christina's life still had its problems. She'd become so famous she had to leave her school, while trolls made Twitter accounts under Christina's name before making arrogant tweets.
Even a couple of my really close friends, they've just told me, all your fans like hate you now because you're being really cocky and rude. And I was like, but that's not me.
Yet in reality, she
Okay, then.
was the total opposite.
Welcome to the internet.
She'd state, "I hate when people have big egos. I try to stay as grounded as I possibly can. I don't consider myself a famous person, so I kinda just do my thing and my fans love it, and that's what makes me happy." Christina's humble nature was noticed by Selena Gomez, who reached out to start a friendship
And there's Selena Gomez right there.
Oh my gosh, hi.
There's Selena.
and invite Christina on her very first tour.
Her name is Christina Grimmie, and we
What's her
found
name?
her on YouTube. We got to see her video, and now she's a part of our team, and she's part of our family.
After every stop, Christina did a meet and greet, giving her fans the chance to meet her and her brother. This turned out to be one of her favorite parts.
My favorite part, though, of tour has been meeting everyone from all these different countries.
Subsequently trying to meet fans at every single show,
And I loved meeting everyone, all the fans. They were so great.
the number of which had grown to over 3 million. She'd also appeared in different ads, placed 3rd overall on The Voice TV show, and was selling
There you go.
thousands of concert tickets, the next of which was scheduled at the Plaza Live in Orlando, Florida. She'd promote the event by tweeting, "Orlando, come out to the show tonight at the Plaza Live. Starts at 7:30, hyping up the
He's the person who is jealous then start
concert
shooting.
like she'd do with any other."
We're in Orlando today. Please come to the show if you live near Orlando, Florida. We are at the Plaza Live. Please come out.
The show commenced with her brother on guitar, which when combined with Christina's singing, got the crowd so hyped she took the time to thank them.
You guys are awesome! Oh my goodness!
Everybody was delighted to see Christina live, except for a guy in the back who barely moved a muscle. He wore a black cap and flannelette shirt, and had purchased a ticket under Kevin James Loibel. He'd grown up 2 hours away in St.
Radio software.
Petersburg, Florida, in what was described as a semi-abusive household. Kevin told him his mother beat him with a frying pan, threw dishes at him, and broke his brother's arm. His mother then
Wow.
passed away when he was only 21, after which his father began dating someone new, although over a 2-year
And that doesn't mean
span, police were called
that doesn't mean you should commit a crime.
6 times about fights between the two, often involving alcohol and violence. He worked a part-time job at Best Buy, but Kevin was awkward with people. Managers moved him around to different departments over the 8 years he worked there, settling on him working on computers for the Geek Squad to reduce his interaction with customers, and Kevin's personal life wasn't any different. He dropped out of college, covered his windows with tinfoil, and spent all day every day playing World of Warcraft. But Kevin wasn't the only one who liked to play games.
We do a lot of gaming
CNS WoW
on
player.
this tour. As you can see, we've got the Wii U set up. We got Marth as our little mascot.
Christina never stopped talking about her love for gaming.
You name it, I play it.
With her channel's initial name being Zelda X Love 64. In case you didn't know already, I'm obsessed with Zelda, hence the name Zelda X Love 64. Ocarina of Time is the best Zelda game out there, although there are a lot.
I'm very thankful for electronics, video games, television, and the internet.
After learning about this, Kevin became obsessed. To impress Christina, he lost 50 pounds, got LASIK eye surgery, had his teeth whitened, and got hair implants to cover up his receding hairline. However, Christina didn't know that Kevin even existed
Okay, so
and
bad.
instead fell in love with her producer Stephen Reza. On the morning of her concert, they'd share the messages shown on screen. Meanwhile, Kevin James Loibl was spotted buying weapons. He'd keep them in his jacket until the show finished, at which point Christina held her standard meet and greet.
Actually insane.
It's just a routine meet and greet, people of all walks of life.
Feels safe. It feels like there's no need for security.
I mean, we've done this hundreds of times.
She'd stand beside this yellow barrier, being videoed by fans with her brother in the background. Christina took this final photo before being approached by Kevin James Loibl. As seen in previous videos, her natural instinct was to offer fans a hug, doing the same for Kevin before he'd shoot her point blank.
What Christina would do, she'd always just like open up her arms for a hug. That was her thing. The next thing you know, a couple shots go off.
Christina's brother tackled the shooter, who then turned the gun on himself. Police were on site within only minutes and quickly rushed Christina to hospital in critical condition. Adam Levine instantly wrote, "I'm sad, shocked and confused. We love you so much, Grimmy. We are all praying hard you can pull through this." However, after only 35 minutes, a tragic announcement was made.
A singer on the rise to stardom is and police trying to figure
Yes,
out why
not
the
good.
gunman shot her at an Orlando concert.
When the media rushed to the shooter's house, they'd find a note written by his parents reading, "Deepest sorrow for lost, to the family, friends and fans of the very talented, loving Christina Grimmie. No other comment."
Was it gonna zip?
While
What?
back at the scene of the crime, the media was asking how this wasn't prevented.
There was barely any back check. The only thing that they were looking for is for food and drinks.
They weren't looking for weapons.
They were looking for weapons. They didn't any do pat downs or anything. They just did
Oh, there's a huge pillar on the security
check the
bar.
bags barely, and that's it.
In the days that followed, the plaza's former general manager came forward to state it was not publicly known that the entire management team was replaced on June 1st, just 9 days before the incident. He continued, "I believe the replacements hired were completely inexperienced and ill-prepared to manage the plaza. Sadly, this tragedy occurred the very first concert managed by the new staff."
They weren't being security guards, they were just kind of standing there like having a good time. They were more concerned about like bringing water bottles in.
The incident was so unusual, it's hard to know who to
Can't bring gun, but can bring water bottle.
blame except for Kevin
Nice.
himself. Fans simply focused on the singer writing, "Christina, now you are on the wings of your dragon. Be at peace now, for you are now God's angel. Your hypnotic voice fills the heavens." Selena Gomez wrote, "My heart is absolutely broken. I miss you, Christina," before dedicating a show to her.
And I don't really understand how this really happened, but I would like to dedicate this next song to her.
That she wasn't able to finish as she was simply too sad. The voice added, "There are no words. We lost a beautiful soul with an amazing voice. Our hearts go out to the friends, fans and family of At The Real Grimmie," while hundreds of other celebrities also offered their condolences.
I've literally been crying for 2 days straight.
Perhaps no one was more devastated than Christina's boyfriend.
From that really messed me up as a man. Cursing God, had me getting into fist fights and getting blackout drunk every night. Messed my life up.
Except for maybe Christina's mother. Yet Marcus Grimmie wrote on Facebook, "I found out this morning that Adam Levine personally called my mother and said he'll pay for the funeral and her plane flight. Now a friend just told me to look at the GoFundMe page and I see it is at 100k. Literally, I have no words." They held not only a funeral but a vigil as well, where one of Christina's tweets was publicly read. "Sometimes God allows terrible things to happen in your life and you don't know why." This only became more true when her mother died from breast cancer 2 years later in 2018. Wholesomely
Sad news after sad news.
however,
What
they're
the-
now buried side by side.
Christina touched so many lives that 7 years, almost 7 years after her passing, people still care about her. So that goes to just kind of show what kind of person she was.
Yeah.